Because I think that'd be pretty bad.
How do I not have the costume for Poison?
Um,
Oh, I guess I didn't pre-order, so I didn't get her.
right. There's the pre-order one, and then there's the
Street Fighter
Street Fighter Cross Tech,
which I never got on Xbox. So I was actually thinking of borrowing someone's copy so I can get the save. Even though I don't use it, I like the Roxy color. Actually, I'm a big fan. It's pretty
Yeah, I noticed that.
I just like the orange hair better than the pink hair. Like, I wish her fireball was orange, though. You know what I mean? Like, that would be super
with
cool.
the hair.
Yeah, I think that
I
would
mean, that'd be pretty cool. I think someone in the chat mentioned or asked if Poison in this game is just a straight up copy and paste, especially for Cross Tekken.
No, not really. I mean, she's extremely similar, but I feel she had some good stuff in Cross Tekken in this. Just like mix-up stuff. Also, Ultra 2 is brand new, so. And so is
do you think, like, as far as, you know, how Street Fighter Cross Tekken had, like, the whole chain combo mechanic, do you think, like, any of these characters, the new characters, or not new, but the 4 characters that were transferred over, do you feel like they're kind of underdeveloped because of stuff like that, or?
No, I think
they compensate for that.
I think they definitely compensated for it. Like, I think Rolento's very good. He was extremely good in Street Fighter Tekken, though, as well. I guess,
Right.
and this is me purely speaking for vanilla Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because I never really played the patch. So,
Right.
But in vanilla, Rolento was extremely good. Because if I remember right, like the second hit, up to the second hit of his Rekka was safe.
Right.
So that's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, I think he's at plus. If not, it's
He's
really
plus on
low.
his first hit. I don't think he's plus on his second hit. Because like pretty much everyone that has a Rekka is plus on their first hit. Just because otherwise you'd have no way to really test the waters with it.
Right.
But yeah, she was better in some ways than in Street Fighter Tekken than she was in this. Hugo, I don't know. Hugo's just he was broken in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, so it's hard. Like his body splash was just like really broken, would hit on both sides sometimes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, what you gonna do about that? And I never played Elena, so I don't know how she compares at all. She's real floaty though, and I don't like that.
Yeah, like out of the 4 characters, I feel like I only know Rolento pretty well. The rest I'm just kind of blank on, because, I mean, Hugo, yeah, I've seen Hugo being played. Elena and Poison, not so much.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of Poison. And it's just, I don't know. She's a zoning character that doesn't have super good anti-air normals. And unless, I don't know, I'm not sure, like, once I get in the corner with her, it gets real tough. Like, I feel like I'm missing something, because I just don't, I don't know, she's not really good in the corner. Because she has no good way to get out, you know?
Right.
But, I don't know, I think she's cool, but I just don't know if she's what I want to keep playing. Because she's just, I do like the keep away style, but it just, I don't know.
It's like, what do you do to get them off?
I want better anti-air normals, yeah. And it's like weird because her hitbox is on like some of them, like she'll use her whip, or horse crop rather, and like her hitbox is not the entire horse crop, it's like her hand, basically.
Right.
Or part of the horse crop. So like it'll look like it's gonna hit and it'll just go through someone, because that part is not actually a hitbox. It's really dumb. This game just seems to have a lot of weird... There's a patch coming, I feel.
Yeah, I heard that there were some weird wonky hitboxes, especially when you're on different sides of the newer character.
Yep. Different sides, and there's like this other weird stuff, like Sagat has some real strange stuff going on against him. And DJ's pretty much screwed.
Yeah,
He's
I
completely
heard.
worthless now. Which
Like,
sucks.
what is it that made him worthless?
I mean, they did give him some buffs, but they really, like, they nerfed a lot of the ways that you can used to like counter people's attacks, and like a lot of his he can get knocked out of his startup on most of his stuff now, and like a lot of his normals get stuffed for nothing. And I don't know, it's just not. They didn't treat him very nicely. They gave Dan more relevant buffs than they gave you, I guess, which is kind of a real bummer.
Wow.
Like Dan has some fun stuff actually, because all of his taunts, or not his taunts, but his command taunts, like the jumping one and the crouching one, they get meter no matter what, even if you don't hit with them.
Right.
Just doing them gives you meter. And then if you actually hit with them, you get rip a meter.
Yeah, I haven't tested with that. Like, you get like a good quarter of a bar.
Almost. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. I like the Dan buffs. I do. I love the Dan buffs.
Yeah, I mean, every iteration of Street Fighter 4 or of Dan in Street Fighter 4 has always been like better and better.
Yeah, he's like a real legit character.
Like, you can't really say that he's a straight up joke character anymore.
No, not anymore. He's definitely not the worst character in the game, I would say. Not anymore. That's DJ's job now.
That's DJ's job.
DJ and Unoiled Hakan are the worst characters in the game, in my opinion. Oiled Hakan's looking real good, though, lately. Which is good to see.
I mean, can we really separate the two? Or the
I do. I mean, I understand why you wouldn't, but
right.
I think like they are fundamentally just like different. They're just so different in like power level.
Right.
That it's just worth mentioning. Like it's something you're gonna have to consider if you want to play a con, is that you have a good chance of spending a good if you can't get the right grabs, you're gonna spend a good portion of the match playing the worst character in the game.
Yeah. I guess when you kind of think about it, like, some good gear circles, they consider ABBA when she's in her mode and not in her mode as being kind of different as far as, like, kind of when we're talking about, like, character strength.
And that's a character I liked a lot, but I just can't deal with that mode stuff. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, because, you know, you'd be playing her and then, you know, they sweep you on, you know, your last third and then that's a free instant kill.
Yep.
And it's the most frustrating thing ever because it's like the worst way to die.
I'm open for some Astrals in EVO. Does that make me a bad person? Like, I really want to see an Astral in top 8.
I really haven't been
Blaze
keeping
Blue.
up too much on Blaze Blue, but how practical are Astral finishes?
Yeah.
Like, as far as putting them out in a legitimate match?
Some people's are easier than others. I don't know. I think Noel's is somewhat easy, but I don't know about anyone. I only really play Noel, so... But I've done... I could say in Blaze Blue tournaments here, I've done Noel's Astral as a finish. Because it has, like, a hitbox that you could work in... Like, you can work it into a combo somewhat easily. Well, I'm going to just see if there's anyone else who wants to get in. I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to invite Ragin to this lobby. And the reason that's making a mistake is because if he shows up, he's going to destroy all of us, and none of us are going to get him in again. He's a player from El Paso, and comes to a lot of tournaments here. Yeah, see, Frisbee in the chat is like, no, don't do it. Yeah, because he's so good. He's really, really good, and it's a real bummer because he entered into EVO this year, and he's not able to make it, and it's a real bummer. He plays Ryu, Ryu, Evo, and Akuma, and mainly Ryu, and he's just real good.
The stage of battle is set.
He's gonna, if he shows up, he's gonna rock all of us. And it's a real bummer because I was looking at his pool that he was in EVO, and it's like all a pool of like there's no big names in it, and I feel like this is like he usually gets out of his pool at EVO, but he could definitely do it this year. I feel it'd be hilarious to see him get somewhat far. He started playing Street Fighter 4. I'm sorry already, Frisbee. It's over now.
Because he just lost all will to play.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's gonna leave after this. That's alright. I'm not gonna be able to stream too much longer because I have to get. We're gonna be hosting a tournament here at my house, like one of our weeklies. So I'm gonna have to cut off before too much longer.
So when you hold like local tournaments and stuff, like in your house, like you just have a garage filled with like stations?
No,
or-
I have a pretty unique house setup in that I have like 2 giant living rooms, basically, like of equal size. Yeah, I have like a living room and a den that are attached, like with a giant open space in the middle. So I have just huge amounts of room in my house to host tournaments, and I have like 2 giant rooms in the front that I never use. So I just put consoles in there, and I usually have a console in one living room, and we have the arcade machines in the second living room.
Nice.
Yeah. My garage actually is filled with cars. So,
As it should.
yeah. So, but yeah, I used to host bigger local tournaments, but now I've kind of scaled it down a little bit, so it's usually like 8 to 10 people. So it's not a huge amount.
Right. So it's more of just a gathering.
Yeah, just a gathering. We do it every year, every week. And different people come, and like I think we're gonna have a guy from Mexico coming in today. So like yeah, when like people come to town, like we had what's his name, Anabolic, the Marvel player. Which I guess he's known amongst Marvel people, I guess, because when I mentioned that he was coming, people got excited. I don't know who he is personally, but yeah, he came and played with some people, and we have another guy from Mexico coming in this week that's gonna come play, and like other stuff like when like we had Happy Medicine come here for a tournament, and he came out to a weekly and played. It was fun. But mainly it's just like the same group of like maybe like 15 people total that play a mix of Marvel and Street Fighter. And sometimes we do Tekken stuff, but Tekken's kind of died off a little bit here. I mean, I guess it's not just locally.
You think Marvel is still going to be a thing? Which, I mean, it's kind of weird for me to say that, but just, like,
It's gonna be a thing.
Capcom kind of dropped support on it all. So, well, not suddenly like that.
I mean, look
but-
at Marvel 2. That is something very similar. It's gonna be like getting rocked by Young right now. I have no chance against Kazunoko. I think it's gonna be a thing until there's something else that uses that engine, that playstyle. Like until there's another versus style game. I mean, that's it. That's all there is right now. So it's not like if you enjoy that versus playstyle, you can just play this instead. There's nothing else. And I don't know, like Thomas in the chat is saying that the abandonment by Capcom pissed a lot of people off. Capcom, my bet is Capcom is very much saying that. I think it is mostly Disney. That is.
Or Disney.
I think it was a very limited license. I don't know, and something like a Capcom All-Stars game could happen. You know, that'd be nice to see.
Not only that, but like even some like Marvel licensed games have been pulled out.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Like, it's not. Yeah, like the Deadpool game. I didn't.
X-Men Legacy, I think.
Yeah, or something like that.
It's more than just Marvel vs. Capcom games that are getting affected by Disney's desire to do stuff internally from now on. Like, I did notice that it was like last week, Marvel vs. Capcom Vita got pulled.
Yep.
And like Combo Fiend was like, "Oh, forgot to like tell people that was gonna happen."
Yeah, it was just like...
He's like, "I forgot that was happening." Like I'm like, how little was that game selling that they just like forgot and it was like anything was gonna happen with that. The only version of that game with hitboxes, visible hitboxes. What a rip.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you can still use it as the ultimate controller. You can use your Vita. I think you have to have Marvel vs. Capcom Vita to make that happen.
Yeah.
But I always thought that I would want to do that in a tournament, like bring my Vita and then set it up as the ultimate controller. Which, for people that don't know, it was you can separate the Vita into the Vita touchscreen into 4 quadrants and assign moves to each of the quadrants. So so you'd have like one-touch access to moves.
Yeah, basically it works just like Street Fighter 4 and the 3DS.
Yeah, where you can do such broken things as walking forward Sonic Booms with Guile.
Yeah. Well, those are good times. You can walk up SPDs.
We have Mike Jones Jackson is in the chat. He's another New Mexico player, and it's funny. He's the one that's been, I'm noticing, finding a lot of the broken stuff for this game. So when we were just talking earlier, Mike, about how there's a lot of broken stuff in this game right now, and there's definitely needs to be a patch coming soon. There needs to be a patch.
Game, or rather, this update, it's really showing its budgetness.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah.
I believe yesterday he was saying like certain low attacks just won't hit poison on like on her landing. So that's
Like
something.
on trip guard or
What's that?
like on trip guard or like
No, like
how-
if I'm jumping and landing, like some attacks that look like they should hit me just will like go through. Like
wow.
most low attacks that look like they should hit will just go through. And he's found some other broken stuff, like, I don't know, very funny. This game has a lot of jank
Right.
that needs to get patched out.
Landing on her casually.
That's right, yeah. Lots of jank. Fix this shit, Capcom. Or I don't know, maybe it's just an engine thing. Like, who knows? But I'm thinking they can patch a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they could patch a lot of it. The thing is, are they gonna set aside the budget to do that?
Yeah, I think it could happen. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like
A
they're
20
making another
Yeah.
iteration of the game. It's just
yeah, a
patch.
2015 patch similar to the AE 2012 patch is not, like, I don't think that would be too hard for them to put out. But I don't know. Speaking as someone who knows very little about this shit, I think they could do it.
The craziest and wildest fighters have assembled from around
You proved me wrong by playing Yan.
only one will be declared
That's what Ragin plays. Rage plays whoever Daigo's playing. I guess that's his main, is whoever's Daigo's playing right now.
here.
Yeah, welcome. This is going to be finals at EVO this year. It's going to be Yun versus Yun once again. We're back to that. Maybe Yun versus Evil. We'll see.
I'm expecting some red focus shenanigans here.
Let's hope so. That's the one thing I need to get into using more as well as red focus. I have not been using it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when you kind of... When I was looking at red focus, I mean, when it was first announced, I was like, is this a defensive tool or is this some sort of offensive tool?
It's a really good defensive tool. Like the few times I have used it, were been to absorb ultras.
Right. But then, I'm starting to see people that are, like, able to... characters that wouldn't normally be able to combo into their ultra polarity without some sort of, like, weird...
Oh, you mean you're talking about
thing.
the instant crumple?
Yeah, use it for the instant crumple, and it's just like, wow.
It's cool. It's
That
super cool.
that opens up, like, a whole new layer, like, on it, and it's... kind of makes you wonder, like, is it good for this game or not?
I don't know.
I mean, it definitely makes it, I feel, a bit more of an offensive game. Because, typically when you look at, like, Street Fighter 4,
There's your
like,
refocus.
as it is, it's very, kind of defensive in a way, sometimes,
I'll be curious. I haven't been watching any of the big weekly streams. Really? I watch like the first Wednesday night fights after Ultra came out, but I haven't watched any since then. So I'm not sure if there's, red focus has been a big factor in that, but I'm curious to see at EVO this year what kind of... Well, I want to see some fun secret tech, I guess. That's what I'm really hoping to see at EVO this year for Street Fighter. Just some dumb stuff. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a desk combo video of brokenness, so that should be fun. But I like to see some in actual matches, too, because combo videos are one thing, but, real life would be
Turn that
nice.
shit off in the match.
Yeah. Which is funny, because Desk is, like, not a tournament player at all. He's like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Battle is set.
Alright, let's see. Frisbee's going to stack up now. against that evil Ryu power. I'm glad to see evil Ryu getting some super low too. 'Cause he has an axe kick. I'm a big fan of that. Anyone with an axe kick gets like
It's not even, like,
double
an
thumbs
axe
up.
kick, it's like a fucking stomp from hell.
And it's like he just has cool ultras. Like his ultra 1 is the one where he like grabs their head and like shoves it into the ground, right?
He like he just absorbs all the darkness and just shoves it in your face and pushes you down.
Yeah, that last hit of that thing is so it's like Rolento's Ultra 2 where he like strings someone up and then does like the last like little hit from pulling the rope.
Right.
Too good. We'll see. And so I'm assuming Raging wins, I'll be up next. And I guess for my birthday I ran a tournament as well. So I've ran it every year for my birthday, but I've lived in New Mexico, fighting game stuff here. But it's called Drunken Master, where you have to take a shot before every set.
Right.
And I'm, unsurprisingly, because it was my birthday, I did start a little bit early.
Of course.
And of course, my first match was against Rage. I'm hoping to redeem myself at least a little bit from that match because it was a little rough on my end. Some dizzies, some perfects. I was not proud of myself. Because we did it for Edition Select as well.
Oh.
Yeah, which was a lot of fun. And he played Vanilla Akuma. So I didn't stand much of a chance.
When it comes to like, tournament doing like side stuff for Edition Select, like it just seems like it makes sense just to stick with Best of 4. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless you're like, Super Honda or something.
I was gonna
There's some
say,
sort of exception to that.
yeah, like a Super Rose, someone that's not in, like Super Rose, very good. That Ultra 2 is so nice.
Right.
But yeah, and depending, like, I think, like Super Viper is like a different character than Vanilla Viper in a lot of ways. Like, there's a lot of combos that won't work in both directions. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'll see. But I think for the most, if you're gonna play someone that was in Vanilla, going Vanilla is the way to do it. Yeah, as Frisbee points in the chat when we play online, Raid wins like 40 matches in a row usually. It gets rough. Yeah. It's good practice though. I'm gonna need that young practice. So.
Gotta get that matchup down.
Yep. So I can beat Kazunoko on stream. It'll be perfect.
Do you even know who your first?
No. Well, my first match was a lie, luckily.
Oh.
But no, I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the other two guys that I might be facing. One of them I think just has like a really generic name.
Right.
It's like Joker or something like that, which I'm like, you're never gonna find that online. But I haven't looked up the other potential one. I usually do some form of research though, if I can.
Right.
But like last year, I played Ludovic first. He was a like extremely good chunk from Maryland. So I mean, I kind of already knew who he was from the beginning because I'd watched his videos online, and I was like, I'm screwed, man. I even mentioned that like to him. I was like we were gonna play our match, and then we ended up like having someone else play first. And I was like, I even told him, I was like, thank God for the reprieve. I've seen you play online enough already. And then I ended up playing a Fuerte after that, which was fine. He wasn't very good, thank God. But he has that he had the Fuerte spark, where you can just do dumb shit and like do lots of quesadilla bombs and probably be okay-ish,
Yeah.
Oh, God, should have known he was gonna go right through that. I'm so dumb. Yeah, so Poison's Ultra Fireball, like her Ultra 1 gets beat by everything basically. Like it could be beaten because it's only one hit. It'll get of course negated by a regular Hadoken,
Right.
which is a real bummer. But it breaks armor, which is nice, so at least if someone's focusing, I can catch them with it.
Right. How's their ulti too?
It's good. You pretty much only use it as a punish though, because it has like 0 range and it has like some startups. So you pretty much only can use it as like a like a good sure you can punish or various kinds of punishes, just because it has super close range and somewhat of a startup. So it's
Is it a grab?
No, it's just it's a hit that goes into an animation, just like your fireball. If it was a command grab, I would probably use it, to be honest. Also has an awkward. It's double quarter circle or double half circles.
Oh.
And it just I don't know. It's obnoxious. It's like double half circle back punches.
I could never remember what the hell the freaking E Honda Ultra 2 input is, because he keeps changing it every freaking game.
Isn't it a 720? I thought.
At one point it was 2 half circles. At some point it was 720. I don't know what.
I think it's 720 again, but it doesn't matter because it got nerfed again, so you're never going to use it. It's not a 0 frame startup anymore.
Yeah.
It was a 0 frame startup in the arcade version though. Which I wish they would have had that as an option in Edition Select.
Yeah.
Because there was some fun stuff in there, like Poison could cancel off the sweep. Which would have been awesome.
Yeah, I think Guy had like his EX tattoo he could like cancel out of or something like that. Yeah, it would be nice if because I mean they had like minor patches with this stuff. Like Vanilla had like a few minor patches. I would have liked to have like those as options, though I guess it would kind of
confuse things.
Be a little bit confusing for those that aren't really in the know.
Yeah, but if you're not in the know, are you gonna be buying Ultra Street Fighter 4? Like legit? Like is that gonna be happening? Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Sucks. Yeah, his Ryu, man. He plays a tough Ryu because he option selects everything. Everything!
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to,
Yeah, exactly. I just remember freaking destroying, like... this was, like, at round 1 in Soul Calibur, right? And I was just, like, randomly playing, AE. And, I was playing Ryu, and... I was playing against this Dawsim. And the only thing that I think remember with Dawsim, or what to do against Dawsim on Wake Up, is option select, Fierce Punch, Tatsu. And I kept doing it, and he kept teleporting, and he never stopped teleporting. And next thing I know, like, freaking... Because, like, okay, I have my hand on the joystick and stuff, and the way that they have it set up is kind of like... four, like 2 facing outwards and 2 facing outwards, so it's like 4. So, I kept doing the whole, option select Tatsu thing, kept teleporting, and then next thing I know, like, there was like a drip on, like, the right hand, and I noticed that he, like, flipped his beer, like, up in the air and shit.
That's awesome.
And we were just like, holy shit, alright.
I love it. That's awesome.
You get some pretty salty people in those arcades sometimes.
I bet, man. Add some liquor to that mix and it just gets like...
Yeah, like the place
flows.
beer and stuff, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah. The salt will flow. Alright, I think we'll do one more round of everyone. Or rather, we'll play everyone up until I play my match again, and then I think I'm going to cut it off.
Sweet.
So I can get everything ready for tonight. Basically disassemble this whole setup and move it into another room. For other video capture stuff. Though I don't know if I'll be able to now that my hop is just like dying out. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
I hope so. Hope I can get a little more use out of it before it goes bad.
Yeah. I have been on this stream for like the past, I think, 6 hours at this point.
Oh,
so
were you? Because you were there for the whole other thing?
I was there, for most of the other thing. So, yeah. So, there we go.
Yeah. You gotta go out and do something for 4th of July, man. At least get some barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna have, or we had some plans with some friends. But one of them called off, and he was kind of like the guy leading everything. So now we're just kind of lost as to what to do.
This is where you gotta take the lead, dog. You be like,
Yeah.
it's 4th of July, you gotta get some motherfucking barbecue. And eat till you feel like vomiting. And then light something on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
That all seems about right.
Yeah. And I'll figure something out, definitely. Some that's. Did it be Fast and Light last night? I did not. We got up to the second phase of the last guy, and we got wrecked.
Has anyone ever beaten Faster Than Light? I always hear that is real. That last boss is real tough. I mean, I'm sure people have.
I'm sure
but,
people have.
But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Awesome.
is it made to... Okay.
Yeah, so.
But only one will be declared.
And Austin was helping me. Like, Austin and John Carson, they were both helping me during that stream.
The J of DxJ.
Yeah, the J of DxJ, who is not here, and...
Right, I should have marked it as DxH today. Oh well.
But you can watch the archives. Thank you for watching the archives. I don't even know how to do it sometimes, but I will put it up on YouTube before I chop it into pieces.
Twitch only saves the archives for 4 days.
Yeah, that's why I gotta get on it.
It's like 4 days, so...
But yeah,
So yeah,
I will
I
be
guess...
playing it again at some point. So
And so was this like a challenge, or was this just like for your own separate things? I know you're doing that where people can
right,
send
so it
in
was a
challenges.
challenge. It was actually something that Dr. Gurf championed. I don't think I mentioned it on stream, but
That's cool. You mentioned it here. That's good enough.
yeah, I mentioned it here.
It'll
So
be on a totally different video that everyone's sure to watch.
there is that one shout out. I never said I would give a shout out during my actual stream, but at some point, like
Perfect.
I will call you out or shout out, few shout outs and like I don't know, some random speech I'm giving or something.
That's fair.
Yeah. But
How about Legend of Zelda's Second Quest? Is that on your agenda at all?
no, but you put it on there.
Not bad.
I know a friend of mine. You know, I'll post the link on stream chat because why not? I know a friend of mine is. They want me to like be
It all comes down to this.
A friend of mine wants me to beat Zelda 1 without the sword.
Without the
Which-
sword.
Yeah, which means you only go up to Ganon, because that is as far as you can get.
Yeah, that's
And, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a thing.
Oh,
She never put it in the thing, but it's...
I'll put down the second quest, because that's not too bad to watch, I think. Get your gray robe on, or your gray outfit on, and rock it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, enjoyed what I did with this whole thing. Like I kind of have like rules set up for it as well, so that was kind of
That's nice.
kind of neat. I think people dig the concept of it. So.
And Thomas in the chat asks if Phil is streaming later tonight, and yes, he is. Tonight is going to be Murdered Soul Suspects. So I don't know if they're going to finish it off. I don't know how far they are, but they're going to play Murdered Soul Suspect at 8:30 Pacific time, and it looks like it's going to be Nick, Kelsey, and Phil are doing that. I can't see if anyone else is.
Right.
All right. So that should be cool. I've not been watching that stream because I want to actually play the game, so I've been purposely not. Because it sounds like that's a game, I don't know, that like, it could be spoiled, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not one for spoilers, but it has like puzzles and stuff in it, doesn't it?
I believe it does.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the kind of thing where like, I don't want to, like if it was like just like an action game, I wouldn't mind watching it. Because people play action games differently, but puzzles are pretty much puzzles, you know?
And Kelsey mentioned that artist will be on the stream as well.
Oh, nice.
One of our new stream friends.
I saw my bio finally got added to the Twitch page. Thank God. I don't think it was a very good bio, but I couldn't think of what else to write, so...
Yeah, I just kind of threw this together, and I even just got a random picture. I was like, hey, he's lifting a huge-ass water can. Why not?
I took my picture from a picture I posted on Twitter. My WrestleMania shirt on, or my Daniel Bryan shirt on for WrestleMania.
Right.
Because everything I do has to somehow be tangentially related to wrestling in some way.
Of course. Gravy asked, yo, when's the next episode? Soon.
Episode of what?
My segment thing, Magnet Raising, which got outvoted, or not outvoted, got outvoted highest. So.
What is? Do you keep what you're gonna play a secret or?
You know, I never really like had like a plan for that, but I mean, I teased something, and I'm just gonna leave it as a teaser.
What'd you say?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious as to what I might be playing.
What'd you say?
Last thing I said was I heard you peep like Vikings.
Oh, that should be cool.
So.
Nice.
Whether people will figure that out or not,
that's a good tease though.
Good
so I
tease,
think
yeah.
we'll let this match play out, and then I'm going to end the stream. I'll get everything ready. But I guess we should probably do all the
Let's
pimping.
do our outro.
Our outro. So, thanks for watching the stream today. It's been a lot of fun. Talk some EVO, talk some fighting games. Learned my hoppage is dying. Decided that the PC version is the only version we're going to stream from now on. Because I'm not going to pay for Xbox Live after this thing runs out. So if you so expect next month, if you enjoy Street Fighter and you would like to play it on stream with us, and you already own Arcade Edition, it's only $15 to get this update. And I believe, does Green Man Gaming have a coupon right now?
I don't know if they have a coupon, but they definitely do have a bonus.
Yeah,
Or not bonus, but a pure discount.
They are doing a 25% off anything that is $10 or above. So if I were you, and you're interested in Street Fighter on PC, I would go to Green Man Gaming and get your Ultra pre-order with 25% off. And you know, it works on Steam, so it'll tie up to your copy. And then, like I said, next month we're gonna do kind of a bigger stream on PC, and it'll be definitely number one. It'll run better. That's for people. Yeah, better online, I hope. I don't know. I mean, seeing what I've seen from the Steamworks version of AE so far, it's a little rough. So
Yeah,
I'm hoping that gets fixed, because if it has like Mortal Kombat tier online, I'm gonna be real sad.
You can't even get that working.
Yeah, I think it at least works, but it has like the weird stuff right now where like your mic, even if your mic is muted in the game, it still plays.
Right.
So that's kind of funny. It's led to some fun stuff from what I've been playing online. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to play with us next month, get your PC version now for 25% off. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this stream, you should check us out on YouTube at streamfriends.tv, and if you're watching on YouTube, you should check us out live at twitch.tv/streamfriends. There's pretty much, like lately there's been stuff like every day, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Like pretty much every day there's something.
I mean, I think we got Life This Planet with Jack. We have more Life This Planet with Jack. I mean, he's been posting up a crap ton
Yeah,
of
let me take a look at the calendar real quick. I mean, there's been stuff like, you know, like Mog Knight's thing is pretty much, I would say, Dark Souls once a week, usually. Nick and Kelsey have a little show where they do something fun all the time. There's a lot of KOTORing. There's a lot of Star Wars games I've noticed.
Yep.
Well, if you enjoy Star Wars stuff, there's a lot of that. You know, just all kinds of fun stuff. And like I said, pretty much every day there's something to watch. So I would, if you're watching on YouTube, after you finish this video, check out the Twitch channel. There may be something on right now. Otherwise, let's see, Mog, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at twitter.com/Mognite. You can also find me here on Stream Friends, where I will be doing the Mognite Rising segment, where I get frustrated at games all freaking day for 2 hours.
Yep. And you can find me on Twitter at @DylanHecht, DYLANHECHT. It's also on the little crawl at the bottom, which is why I have it, so you can look on there on how to spell it. Otherwise, like I said, check us out, twitch.tv/StreamFriends, StreamFriends.tv. Go America, GAO is the best forever.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see you later, Internet.
And remember, folks, I don't know.
Great.
I was gonna say something witty, but I totally blanked out.
Go eat some barbecue. That
I'm
goes
gonna do
that goes
that.
for Mog, that goes for all you guys watching. Go eat some barbecue. Hyper Force.